Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play ADoM, where as you can see I've made my way back to Dwarf Town, and I've actually spent quite a bit of time in between episodes taking my time to get back here. So I guess I'll try to briefly sum up what I did. You may or may not have noticed that a couple of my stats have increased, actually a surprising number. Namely, my strength went up. My toughness went up, and my magic or mana stat also went up. So three stat increases from I'm not actually quite sure what. I guess some of those things just got trained naturally. Not entirely sure how strength went up. I guess I wasn't at my maximum. I did eat a large number of corpses that potentially had impacts on my my stat increases, stat growth rates, and potentials and whatnot. So I guess some of those must have had something to do with that. But yeah, my hit points actually increased by a pretty decent amount. My power points also went up. I think directly by a few points from eating an ogre magus. Speaking of ogres, well, no, I guess I should try to start from the beginning. So I did identify all my stuff back at the altar in the U cave. And I sacrificed everything that was rather mundane but valuable. That was mostly some of the armors and almost all of the weapons, actually. Those were mostly made from Eternium, I suppose. Including that halberd that I found that was actually really good, despite being cursed. But obviously I just threw that at my goddess, and she liked it, so that's nice. And yeah, I then made my way back out. I actually entered that ice palace area, and there was a special message about it, and I was actually able to enter it. I don't remember what happened last time I tried, when I first came across it. I just remember that I wasn't allowed in. I definitely never saw that. I mean, that wasn't really anything to see. And, I kind of like to do those kinds of things on camera, but there really wasn't anything. Nothing happened. I just left immediately. But that is definitely a place that we could check out. It's apparently the Ice Queen's domain, which doesn't exactly sound like the ideal place for me, relying heavily on ice magic. So, yeah. Not sure about that one. Unless, I guess I might choose not to explore that unless the game requires me to. I mean, I'm fully expecting to run into a wall of ice deeper inside this dungeon and be required to head right there and get the Orb of Ice or something. I don't know. But for the time being, I returned, and I actually ran into an ogre warband or something, and there was like two dozen ogres or more, actually more like 3 dozen, and almost every other of them, or actually like more than half of them, dropped corpses. It was ridiculous. I piled up a pile of like 15 ogre corpses in one place and cooked them all at once, and I'm still carrying like 7 of those cooked ogres, and there were several maguses and ogre lords and whatnot, and yeah, that was pretty glorious. Just try to imagine that gigantic pile of ogre corpses and cooking them with a fireball. Yeah, pretty good stuff that you can't really have anywhere but in a roguelike. Anyway, so that was nice, and as you can see, I also have plenty of other corpses, because on the way down here, I spent quite a bit of time in the big room, hoping to get lucky with some spellbooks, and I did get a few spellbooks, although only 1 or 2 from the big room itself. I did get some more frostballs, because I have been using those quite liberally, and reducing my castings quite a bit, but well, I mean, we're still at or back up at 6,000, so not running out of those anytime soon. Also still have a pretty comfortable number, relatively comfortable number of burning hands. But of course, firebolts and magic missiles, I would really like to find some of those. No luck with that. And other than that, I only found like, I don't know, I think darkness, calm monster, that kind of thing. That's not particularly useful. Anyway, so I spent a long time there. Did end up getting quite a bit of experience, so like we already made about 200,000 or so experience since last level up. Not quite halfway to the next one, but definitely making good progress on that, despite the enemies in the big room being very, very low level, all things considered. Nothing, I didn't encounter anything particularly special. I don't think. Nothing that brought me into any kind of danger or anything. So yeah, and I picked up whatever seemed, well, I picked up any equipment, of course, but when I got back here, I did not use another scroll of Identify because I am running a little bit low. I did get 3 more. Actually, I bought 2 from a scroll shop on the way here that I forgot existed. And I blessed them together with 1 that I found, so I'm back up to 7, but still not exactly where I want to be. That being said, I do want to identify something else. So the reason why I'm starting here, and I did consider making my way all the way down to the Eternal Guardian, so we could just, skip some of the stuff that we've seen multiple times over now. But I decided to start recording here, and maybe I'm going to make a cut later, but there are a few things that I want to show off. First of all, we never took a look at that ring that I picked up in the King's Tomb, of course. So, but that's not what I'm going to identify here. And I'm going to use one of my scrolls of Great Identify, because those are otherwise not that useful. And I'm going to use that on possibly the most exciting thing that I found in the big room. Where even... Oh, the Mercury Potion. And it came naturally blessed. So it's a new type of potion that I found there. Blessed Potion of Potential Strength. And it's blessed. Wow. That is quite amazing. That's really, really good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I mean, without further ado, let's drink that right away. Blessed Potion of Potential Strength. Doesn't get much more useful than that. And that gives me a potential 3 more points of strength. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, that's awesome. Now, we also have... Or, I guess, okay, one thing that I wanted to do here is I didn't sacrifice a couple of the more lightweight things. Let's see here, in terms of things that I kept, is the Helm of Water Breathing, just in case I need to cross some water and don't feel like, dropping all my stuff and creating an ice bridge, or maybe that's just not an option because I need to take my stuff with me. And as far as I understand, this should just allow me to go through water even when I can't swim and not take 100 points of drowning damage per turn. But, well, ideally it never comes to that, but I think that's how it works. The Think Gauntlets, I keep... I found a second pair that just didn't have any bonuses, so I guess I'll keep this one that at least gives you some armor and dodge. Yeah, just in case I get those poison hands. I keep the Leather Cloak just as a decently protective cloak in case something happens to my Invisibility Cloak. Invulnerability, if only. Girdle of Strength, because why not, I suppose. Right. Amulets. I did find... Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the Amulet of Health, because I don't think it's really all that useful. And my goddess really likes jewelry, so there we go. I did find the Uncursed Amulet of Speed. Plus 3 speed is definitely not something I want to use my amulet slot for, so that goes away. Interestingly, I was at a very close level of piety. Huh. I guess, did I spend any time after sacrificing? Not a lot, and I'm surprised that I'm not back at that level again. Or maybe that was... actually, that might have been when I was sacrificing back in the cave with the tomb, and before crossing the overworld back here. So yeah, I guess some time has passed since then. Never mind then. Now, the Cursed Amulet of the Cold Heart. When I identified that one, that was the Platinum Amulet, by the way, that I found in one of those cavern rooms. And when I identified that, I thought, oh, cool, that's one of those gacha things that are always cursed, and it just makes you super unlikable. But it turns out that these are not actually normally cursed. So that's just bad luck. It does reduce your charisma, but it does also give you cold resistance. So it's not normally useless. It's just a worse version of... Well, actually, it's an amulet, not a ring. I guess there is not normally an amulet of resist cold. So that's just a source of cold resistance early in the game. Not necessarily as bad as this one. Obviously, being cursed makes it pretty bad. So let's just get rid of that. No? Okay. I was sure that the game would still consider that valuable enough. Well, never mind then. That's anticlimactic. Let's move on then. Yeah, nothing special here. Rings. Right. Ring of teleport control. I mean, I do have teleport control intrinsically, and not having that is terrible because it makes any teleport spell basically useless, or, you know, much, much, much less useful than with teleport control. And this is a way to give me that back if I ever lose it somehow. I guess that's a thing that can happen. The thing is, even though I keep saying that rings don't weigh anything, so you might as well keep anything that's potentially useful, but I just don't see myself really needing that. So there we go. Yeah, Asia deeply appreciates that. Nice. See, I feel like in this case, sacrificing the ring has such a strong benefit. In addition to uncluttering my inventory, that it's worth not keeping and not holding onto that. And then we found an uncursed ring of acid resistance, which, you know, we have a blessed version of that. So let's just sacrifice that one. Now the ring of the blessed ring of the High Kings. I don't know if it always comes blessed or if that's just a bonus, if I just got lucky. But it does give dodge and armor, which is already nice. I actually forgot to look up what it does. I mean, that's what I could use my remaining Great Identify for, but obviously I can also just look at the wiki and save that scroll for some potion or scroll that I find and don't want to blow in a blessed scroll of Identify for. So I'm going to fix my my mistake and look that up now. All right, so this is really just a protective ring. It gives you resistance to fire, poison, shock, something else. So, I mean, it's kind of neat, I guess. Fire resistance, I think I'm maxed out on that. Or am I? I do have enough fire resistance to not take any damage from the environmental damage in the Tower of Flames, but I guess that doesn't mean that I'm... Does that mean that I'm completely immune to fire damage? I don't typically take any damage from fire attacks, so I guess, yeah, that's definitely redundant. The other things are probably still doing something, and then there's, of course, the straight-up DV and PV bonuses. Plus, this is, and you have to apparently actually wear this ring for the Guardian to let you pass, which, of course, you could just put it on briefly to pass him and then take it back off. The thing is, I'm currently... Well, I mean, the Ring of Slaying is just really neat for when I, want to save some spell points and kill things in melee. That's a pretty significant damage boost. Obviously, it's not super vital, so I will probably end up switching that for something else eventually. The Ring of Ice protects my stuff from fire attacks. It's tough. It is tough. I'm not sure. Is that worth it? I mean, the only thing... no. Okay, I think what the things that are vulnerable to fire, as far as my equipment goes, is my Cloak of Invisibility, which I kind of care about, and then the bow, which I don't care about that much, although I don't have a backup. I have not actually been finding any bows recently, or else I probably would have found an upgrade over this one. And then my arrows, which, whatever. In fact, I'd hope that some of those get destroyed rather than anything else. Everything else is either not combustible or an artifact anyway and cannot be damaged that way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to take off the Ring of Slaying. And taking off the Ring of Ice is a bit of a risk. For, well, gaining some extra resistances, most of which are redundant, and some extra armor. It would bring me up to 29 armor. I don't know. I guess I'm not going to do it. It's not a huge bonus. I don't know. Okay, is there anything else I'm forgetting? This is taking so much longer than I ever expected, by the way. I'm sorry. I really should have figured these kinds of things out ahead of time. Right. Scrolls. A lot of food. Oh, the gems, yeah. Right. So, among the few stones or gems that I found, 2 were pieces of glass, and then we found an ember and a ruby, and I hope those are valuable enough. Yes, it's pretty much invincible. Can't believe that I'm not back up to that higher tier yet. But I'm not. Oh well. I guess we're going to go ahead and drop this amulet, which 14. Oh wow, that's worth nothing at all. All right, my bad. I suppose while we're here, I'm also going to try and talk to this guy about the Skeletal King. Oops. Yeah, I didn't think so. I mean, the ring, that's extremely vague. Ring of the High Kings. Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Didn't expect him to have anything more to add. So all that's left to do at this point is make my way back to the Guardian, which is going to be a lot of walking and not a lot of exciting things happening, most likely. So I'm going to pause recording, make my way there. I'm also going to keep an eye out for any sickles that I find, because I'm like 90% sure that I did not find the guaranteed sickle that can apparently spawn, or that will spawn between Dwarf Town and the Wall of Flames level. Yeah, I think I'd probably remember, but I mean, I've entered that area and spent time in that area, started spending time in that area quite a while ago, so I guess I might have found it and I probably ended up sacrificing it, or yeah, I don't know. But more likely I just somehow missed it. So I'm gonna try and keep an eye out, and if I can find that, cool, that would make for a good sacrifice, and if not, oh well. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and probably we'll see you in a moment back at the Guardian. Okay, awesome. As you can see, I'm in the Dwarven Hall, so I haven't really made much progress yet, although I maybe foolishly spent a little bit more time here than I should have. Something corrupted me. I don't know if that was something maybe this priestess, this Dark Elven priestess did here, or if it was just background corruption, radiation. But either way, I just sprouted a babbling mouth on my forehead, apparently, which sounds awful for a variety of reasons. The rants and raves. Yes. Okay. Raves Dark Secrets. Learning +8. Charisma -6. Appearance -6. Perception -4. I guess because it's distracting. Stealth impossible. Huh. Stealth impossible. But I am still invisible. I guess maybe that completely negates the effect of that. Who knows? Yeah, this seems like one. I mean, even though learning is pretty nice, but that doesn't seem like something I want to keep around for too long. And then there's this thumbing sound, or whatever, indicating that something is stomping around the level. I don't know if I ever encountered that before. Let's see if I can. Okay. We can't finish up that princess. Thumb. Oh, and I am also still berserking, which is probably not a good idea. You're just a orc chieftain. Also feeling hungry. Okay. Let's eat a few. What is going on? Please. Please. Let's eat a few things. Okay, right. The hill orc has rotten away because I have so much food that I've stopped really cooking all those corpses that I've been finding, and just pick them up as they are, as they were. And okay, satiated, and that's it as far as corpses go. Well, there's the cooked ogres, of course, but I'm not gonna bloat myself. I'm going to drop those rotten corpses, of course. There we go. Hello, Sergeant. Come on. Come on. There we go. Several items. Nothing good. Several items, none of them good. Now, what is... Someone shoots a quarrel at me. I am critically wounded. Get out of here? I wasn't that damaged before, was I? Let's cure critical wounds once. That healed me for a little bit. And that's it for that spell. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's not what I want to do. Hi. A Titan. A straight up Titan. Cool. An average hit causes 290 points of damage, yeah. No kidding. Standing at an incredible 25 feet. 25 feet? Okay, I mean that's not 25 meters, which is more like what I would imagine a Titan to be like. But I guess I would be a little bit too silly in a dungeon, even for a roguelike. I mean, already that's obviously quite large. Titans look the same as regular humans in form. Their presence is usually announced by the rumbling footsteps of their approach. Now I know what that is. While most Titans follow the ways of law and goodness, those inhabiting the Dragalord chain have long since been corrupted by the powers of chaos. Like most evil creatures, they enjoy torturing those they do not kill outright. As an evil glare is cast your way, you hold back the temptation to run, for now. I mean, I really shouldn't be. So I wondered before if I had just not noticed taking damage from some other sources before, but I hadn't really been fighting anything particularly dangerous. Or if literally one hit from that invisible creature, that unseen creature, had brought me all the way down to, what was it, 18 hit points? And apparently, yes. That's exactly what happened. I mean, I can't really run away from it at this point. So I'm going to try and scorch it. He misses me, that's good. He resists though, that's not good. Ice? I block him, my god. That does not sound good. I mean, it does sound good. He's slightly injured. Yikes. He's panicking? Please walk around the corner. I should not be doing this. One hit and I'm dead. He shrugs it off. Oh no. He hit me for no damage at all. Well, not no damage at all. Like 20 something damage. 20, 30? Yeah, more like 30 or 40 damage, but still. Not 300. Huh. I did it? I got a lot of experience? Holy crap. I should not have done that. I realize, but there's that very unreasonable part of me that has to try and overcome any stupidly deadly challenge that I see. It's, I don't know, not something I should do 50 hours into a roguelike run, but here we are. Anyway, oh god. Well, I'm gonna heal myself. Don't worry. But I need to know. 46,660 experience. Okay, they seem to have a ton of hit points. Thankfully, it seemed to not dodge most of my bolts. So while they can do it, I don't really know why they are immune to heat. That's not necessarily a quality that I would attribute to Titans, but I mean, I don't know what I'm basing that off of. Thankfully, they attack slowly, as you would expect. A hit causes between 66 and 290 points of damage, where, well, 290 was the ranged attack, the ranged attack with a quarrel, so not sure what that was about. The melee attack surprisingly is weaker, even though you would expect it to be the other way around, but oh well. Average speed of about 100. Well, okay, I mean, that was a huge amount of experience. Obviously not worth the risk, as I keep repeating. And there is actually still another one around. I just realized. Huh. Well, that's cool. Feel better. Okay, nice. I just want to increase my chances of not getting one-shot. Did not leave me a corpse, unfortunately. Of not getting one-shot by the other one, if he, well, literally one-shot if he decides to shoot at me. I mean, trying to kill that one is actually very tempting because that would give me such a huge boost of experience. I know I shouldn't. But I killed one. Obviously, I can kill another one, right? Just waiting for another almost instant death crossbow quarrel flying at me from off screen. That would be awesome. Iron Golem? Surely you can't be the one. I think it was an Iron Golem that's supposed to be guarding, or was it? No, it's a Stone Golem. Never mind. That's supposed to be guarding that moonsicle. And what are you? Female Master Thief. Oh, okay. Could you please just die? Please? I kind of need those spell points for the stupid Titan. Critically damaged. I mean, that's awesome. Can I? Okay. Guess I could have tried that sooner. Just hitting it with my sword. Because that's gonna do something to an Iron Golem. Apparently it did. Hello, Titan. Where are you? Oh, really? Wraith? Would you not be a pain? You're just a stupid low-level enemy, aren't you? Yeah. The heck? Oh, okay. Again. A Moloch. Oh, wait. You're not the one stomping around, though. Are you? Rattling Master Thief. What's up with these mundane enemies that give me so much trouble? Okay, Moloch is dead. How much are they worth at this point? Still a decent amount. Not bad. Yeah, no, that was not the cause of the thumbing. Obviously, I've met Molochs before, and they didn't make that sound. Give that warning. You're just a hill giant. Really, the hill giant punches through my armor. What a jerk. You're just a berserker of some sort. Berserker prince. Berserk? There we go. Poetic justice. Okay, I'm going to kill this Titan. If it's the last thing I do. In fact, it might very well be if I'm not fully healed. Even if I'm fully healed. Full force. He's corrupted. Yeah, I'll take that. Actually, let's eat something. Orc. The Berserker. More regen, that's nice. Where could he be stumping around? It's neither of you guys. Oh, right. I also picked up another new spellbook. Oh, you're a fire giant. What am I doing? I thought it was a hill giant. Fire giants are a little bit more dangerous, I suppose. Fire giant corpse. Muscles grow enormously. Whoa, that gave me 2 points of strength. Awesome. Okay, time to die to the Titan. You're not a Titan. What are you doing here? It's just... Oh, right. There we go, finally. Those priestesses and dark elves in general are so much more trouble than they're worth. Give me the gold. A lot of gold, actually. Doppelganger Lord. Large Spider? Well, Black Slayer. That's the one that I was wondering about. Okay, a Black Slayer steps out of the shadows. Its body is twisted by the chaos it serves. Its visage causes dread in the noblest of hearts. To encounter a Black Slayer is to encounter death. That's pretty much the same thing it says about other colored Slayers, I think. I've seen... Were they called White Slayers or just Slayers? I don't know. That I've killed before. The only hope is that you are not its target, for at least then you may die quickly. What? If I'm not its target, I might die quickly? Obviously, you never know. Just from enemy descriptions, how bad they are. And obviously that one was not bad. Also about that that mouth on my forehead. Obviously, being invisible still allows you to be stealthy because those enemies did not seem to be aware of my presence. Okay. Stone Giant Lord. Clay Golem. Okay, see, there he is. I saw him. Uh-oh. He's friendly! What? No! That's not cool. Hey, you talk to the Titan. The Titan grunts. We are the brothers of the gods, wandering on this puny world to teach worthy mortals. You're worth so much experience, man. I'm sorry. I know you're friendly, but... Okay. I mean, if he's gonna shoot me, I guess I might just be screwed. Although I have a decent chance to dodge, so... Here goes nothing. He grunts in fury, he shoots a quarrel at me, I'm wounded. That did not deal nearly as much damage. Why did that one deal almost 300 damage? Shrugs it off. Shrugs it off. Again, that was only like 40 damage. I know he can do better than that, but... He was hit a second time. A third time. Shrugs it off. He's... Huh? I don't want to look at the items, thank you very much. Severely injured. And he's in melee range. His melee attacks seem to be less threatening, less potentially deadly than his range attacks, but maybe there's just a huge variability. I mean, he was hit again. He must be one hit away from death. And he died. And I'm very well on my way to leveling up. He did not drop anything. I feel like a jerk for killing a friendly creature again, but... Man, and I can't stress enough how well aware I am of the silliness of what I've been doing here. Spending any amount of time in the freaking dwarven halls at all is foolish. It's inviting disaster. Let alone going out of my way to hunt freaking titans after what that very first interaction, how that very first interaction played out. That quarrel bringing me down to a fraction of my health. That was just... I am aware of that, but there's that rush of, you know, of something. Quickly, Lord, get out of here. When you actually, you know, kill such an enemy. Plus the actual in-game benefit of gaining a huge amount of experience just, you know, for killing 2 enemies. Feeling hungry, huh? Steel zombie? Yeah, there we go. Beetle just dies. What do we have for food? Well, we have those cooked corpses that are gonna spoil eventually, so let's just eat a few of those. I don't think normal ogres have a chance to increase my strength at this point, or maybe ever. Oh, you are a Lucrota, whatever a Lucrota actually is. Obviously, I've read the description at some point, but... Okay, also, I guess I'm gonna pause recording again. I mean, I didn't expect that little intermission on the way down. That was certainly much more exciting than anything I could have expected. But hey, I mean, this is supposed to be entertaining, right? For both you and me, and to me, it certainly was. That thrill of you know, risking certain death for some potential reward never gets old. Anyway, yeah, I somehow survived, and I'm gonna make my way further down and then up and then down again. And maybe we'll actually meet at the Guardian unless something else exciting happens. Okay, never mind. So this is one of those levels that seemed a little bit empty, and I just on a whim, I cast Magic Map, and there is actually an unexplored room here. So I guess there is a small chance that it might have that stone golem and the moonsicle that I missed. I should also stop berserking, but yeah, this seems like the place. In fact, this pretty much has to be. Ah, there we go. That's yes. Let's open that. Rattling Master Thief. Probably not worth risking getting stolen from or whatever. Female Quickling, you are hostile. Just not aware of my presence, of course. The floor of this room is covered with puddles of ancient dried blood. Right. Okay. And there is otherwise nothing in here. Quicklings, I think, still have a chance to increase my speed, so suddenly move faster. Oh, yeah, I think my speed, I don't know by how much. I'm gonna have to look at my video to see that. I should have been paying attention, expecting such an effect, but oh well. It is definitely higher than it used to be. Not by a lot. I might have been at 108 speed. I know, it's variable with, you know, what your satiation and burden and whatnot, and I'm not 100% sure. Just that it has increased, which is great. Yes, I'll... One of Wonder? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna take the corpse. Okay, anyway, that was... Yeah, well, it was something that we hadn't seen, so I'm gonna go back to pausing and yeah, playing off camera. Okay, so we're resuming here on dungeon level 24, not quite back at the Guardian, although I guess I'm most of the way there at this point. Forget exactly. We're gonna, from here we're gonna go down to 29 and then up to 28, 27, 26, 25, and that's where the Guardian is, I think. Maybe. Anyway, should be fast enough. You might notice that I'm not hurt, but completely out of spell points. That's not because I needed to heal or anything. I actually encountered a stone golem on this floor, and started fighting it normally, trying to hit it with a frost bolt, which just didn't happen for quite some time. And then suddenly the mouth on my forehead cast a spell. I think for the first time, or else I definitely would have noticed, because the game actually asked me what to, or where to aim that spell. It didn't tell me what spell though. It just that the mouth started babbling arcane formulae, and yeah, and I aimed it at the golem, and it seemed to be another frostbolt. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I think, now that I think about it, I think it may have been reflected, so maybe it was a lightning bolt or something? Either way, it did bring my my spell power, my power points to 0. From, well over 200. So yeah, that was cool. Not. I ended up killing the golem with my sword in just a few hits. So there's that, and it was not the golem that was guarding the moon sickle. Well, at least it didn't drop it, so... Yeah, so that happened. And I resume here because I also forgot that I picked up a used tome, a new type of tome at some point. Oh, lightning bolt! Hey, speak of the devil. That's cool. A new type of attack spell. I mean, I don't know if lightning bolt has any kind of additional effect. Like, I mean, frostbolt freezes water, firebolt cooks things. Lightning bolt, I guess, gets reflected off walls, like magic missile. Suppose that's a special effect, if not often one that you desire. But anyway, it's definitely interesting to finally get that. Okay, we got a good number of casts out of that as well. Lightning bolt, yeah, 1000. That's pretty solid. It does cost 12. Starts out at 86 damage, which is not bad. Good range too, for not being leveled up at all. Yeah, that's the same range as my other bolt spells. Maybe that never changes actually. I guess maybe that does never change. I should probably map that to something. Which is, oh, hi there. You know what? You have been chosen for the first test of my new spell. Berserker Lord is hit by lightning, which is now leveled up. Let's see how damaged you are. Moderately injured. Okay. Actually, let's just kill you with my sword. There we go. Right, yeah, because I was actually... part of why I was just resting here reading books was in order to spend some time to regain mana, obviously. Casting that relatively expensive spell kind of undid that. You're a giant rust monster. You are new. No. What? Really? I could have sworn I've never encountered a giant version of those. But I guess I'm wrong. Sometimes. It does happen. Right, I wanted to quick mark that spell, Lightning Bolt. Put that on... I guess 7 is the next free slot. I'm not a huge fan of having my heal like in between my damage spells, but whatever. At this point I've basically learned the numbers anyway, the shortcuts, so whatever. And I don't really see myself using that a lot. I guess it's something to use against frost immune things instead of Firebolt, so I can save those for cooking. So in that regard, it's not bad, but it is expensive for some reason. Maybe it does become more damaging. I mean, considering, yeah, that it's only at level 1 compared to, you know, and already at 96 damage compared to Firebolt, which is at 22 and only 16 d6. Yeah. Anyway, and the cost is gonna go down over time as well if I keep using it more. Anyway, yeah. So that's nice. Let's spend at least a little bit of time resting here. Should be able to. What? No. You should be able to. Right, I meant to hit F1 to berserk and kill this guy like so. Like so. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try and get to 100 spell points so I can feel a little bit more comfortable. Imminent danger. Passes. Okay. I sense something of historical significance. Excuse me. Wait, that means there is an artifact on this level, doesn't it? I mean, this is just a bunch of equipment that I had that I had completely identified. I guess maybe on the way down here I actually used a scroll to identify things because I was getting so burdened. Stop berserking, actually. Eat one of those ogres. Historical significance, you say. I mean, there was this stone golem here. Maybe it just wandered off from where it used to be, and... Oh, you're a green hag. Uh-oh. Kill it, please? Would I? Okay. Pickaxe. Clay statue. Ogre King. Probably... Slightly wound them. Yeah, I think these guys are still pretty tough. Level 50 Frostbolt though, pretty nice. Okay, good. Pick up that corpse. In fact, eat it right away before it rots away on me. Something of histor. Oh, it's a statue. There's a statue. Actually, there might be two statues. I'm not sure if the one in the bottom left is also a statue. I think that's what that means when it says there's something of historical significance. That message must have been there earlier as well. Oh, that's an old forge. But I'm pretty sure the other one is... Oh, actually, is that maybe the... Could that be that swordsman statue that actually dropped a sword when I kicked it? I think that might be it. Yeah. I don't know why I associated the... yeah. I don't know why I associated the that message with an artifact, but well, I did. Frost Giant, neutral. Sorry, man. I need your stuff. Well, not. Oh, you picked up all of this. That explains that. Okay, we are comfortably over 100 spell points, so I think I'm good to keep going downwards because obviously I don't want to spend even more time than necessary. And yeah, at this point I've accepted that this episode is going to be not going to include anything past the Guardian, but hopefully I can make... Oh, there we go again. Hopefully I can make my way to the Guardian. So the Babbling Mouth spews forth arcane formulae. Can I abort it? It still uses up all of my spell points. That is... okay. I mean, up to this point, I was thinking that, you know, it doesn't seem to be that bad, but that is actually really bad. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's really bad when it does. And yeah, I feel like I mean, I could maybe endure the downsides until I get the next corruption, and then just remove all of them all at once. Because at this point, I've been living with it for some time and probably, you know, gathered quite a bit more corruption already. So it might not be that much longer until we get the next one anyway. Of course, if this happens, if this drains all of my spell points at a really bad moment when I'm trying to fight something dangerous, well, I can always restore my spell points. I have Scrolls of Power, actually. Quite a few. Plus a blessed one. So yeah, I think... Oh. And then of course... What? That was light. I mean, I hate that it just uses all of my mana, no matter what kind of spell it is. A melon. Yeah, thanks. Delicious. Steps of the Royal Guard, right. A large ration, yeah. Give me the perma food. Now that I've burned through most of my perishable stuff. Actually, let's spend some time eating those cooked corpses. You're a Frost Giant Berserker. Hi there. I mean, yeah, I'll just kill you like that. Oh, he hit me. I'm berserking. He hit me twice, and I took almost no damage. That's encouraging. He is severely injured. I don't see my own attack text here, but there we go. No corpse from him, unfortunately. We still have... Yeah, we still can gain 2 more points of strength from eating corpses, potentially. That's nice. Right. So, even though I have now learned the unfortunate truth that my babbling mouth can just decide to cast a spell much sooner than I thought, with much less of a delay, I'm still going to wait for at least 100 spell points, like so. What? Oh, right. We go up from here. Yeah. Blink dog. What? Brown worm. Okay. That worm was much hardier than I thought. Oh, hey, you're a water guru, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Worth not a whole lot of experience. Shrugs it off. It's hit. Critically damaged. Can I kill a Gru in melee? Sure can. Bundle of bullets. Get out of here. You're a fire giant, lizard man. Oh, hey, you're still alive. Probably just barely, but still. Another iron ration. I like it. Right. Hydras, not a problem. Okay, just checking my health. Another pile of items that I discarded. Oh, hey, we can check some herbs here. Sure, why not? Rattling Archer. Get out of here. Amulet of Balance. Small shield. Sure. Might be Eternium or something. Displacer Beast. Probably not really any danger anymore. Several items, including the other Amulet of Balance. I wonder if I should just take these and sacrifice them, actually. They might be worth enough. Not sure why I didn't think of that earlier. Some withered herb bushes? Oh. I guess no time did pass since I was left here, while the floor was not loaded, so... Oh hey, Frost Giant left me a corpse. How nice of him. I'm gonna eat that. My muscles feel like steel. Awesome. Wait, I want to go down here. Imminent danger? The feeling didn't pass. Yikes, you're a Hydra. You're not dangerous. Owlbear, you're not dangerous. Still, I probably want to move on. I haven't had my extra mouth cast any spells in a while, so that's definitely overdue. Could you please just... These stupid fire beetles. So much more of a pain than they have any reason to be, any right to be. Alright, we want to still keep go up. Yes, keep go up, keep going up. My God. Right, that's just a potion of poison that I see on the map there. Orc Butcher. Nice. What was that? Arrow. Oh, right, arrow trap. Whatever. You're a stone giant? Stone giant lord. It's hit. Seems to panic. Didn't leave a corpse to give me that final point of strength, unfortunately. But oh well. Hostile baby white dragon. Could cast some lightning at you. It's hit. Strange bzzzt sound. Baby White Dragon Corpse. I'm guessing... I don't think that has any drawbacks, but I'm gonna double check. I haven't seen a ton of Dragon Corpses, and definitely not in a while. Okay, the wiki says that they will grant cold resistance. I'm not sure if that's literally to mean that it's guaranteed, but you know, either way, I feel chilled. Nice. Also, I'm pretty sure I already had that, but you know, doesn't hurt to get multiples of those. I think... No, wait, this is not the level, is it? Oh, okay, no, never mind. Right. We went to level 28 from level 24. So we are actually back on track now, and I think this is actually where the Guardian is, if I'm not mistaken. So... Bones, get out of here. Yep, there he is. Eternal Guardian, peaceful. Oh god, in before my stupid extra mouth insults him or casts an area spell or something. I can always cancel, so that's not a problem. I hope. Wait, unless... If it actually decides to cast freaking Lightning Ball or something as some kind of ball spell. Oh god. Now I'm deathly afraid of that actually happening within those like 10 turns it'll take to talk to the guy and pass him. Oh no. I mean, what are the odds, right? If that happens, that's a pretty ADoM way to go, I guess. What I will have to do, of course, as far as I understand, is actually take off my gauntlets, take off... I guess it doesn't matter since I'm not planning to keep it on for now. Or do I? Oh, wait. Well, I mean, I don't need to put my gauntlets on if I'm going to go back, but... Oh, yeah, right, that's... Wait, am I done? Oh, it's 3 armor, not... Right, I had it the other way around. It's 2 dodge and 3 armor, so it does bring me all the way back up to 30 armor, which is nice. Plus the extra resistances. Please, mouth, don't do anything bad. I talked to him. You may pass. And he disappears. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So at least I can't accidentally anger the guy anymore. That's good. That's great. You know what? In that case, I was going to just dash for the stairs and head down before anything bad happens, but I mean, it seems like we're relatively safe here. Relatively, of course. I mean, when are you ever safe in ADoM? But yeah, relatively. We do... Well, let's eat that corpse before it goes away. Yeah, we have a good supply of food. We have... Well, we're mostly full. We have had some amazing stat increases lately. We do have that very unfortunate mouth that likes to just drain all of my mana for nothing. But I have ways to get rid of it if it becomes too much of a pain. If it actually gets me into real danger at some point, which it might. But again, I mean, in a real emergency, I can always restore some mana to keep fighting something that I absolutely need to kill with spells. So it doesn't seem that bad. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as I get the next corruption, whatever it is, I'm gonna go ahead and cure it. And that should hopefully get rid of all of my current corruptions. Well, we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I think for the time being, it's still bearable. Well, anyway, this episode turned out nothing like I expected it to. I mean, that Titan hunt is just so incredibly, stupidly unreasonable. But hey, that's kind of what I'm here for. So I regret nothing. Of course, I would be speaking differently if I had actually died there, but I didn't. So it's all good. Yay, retroactive justification. Anyway, I want to end this under an hour. So as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this madness. If you did, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.